we do the business, then we have to information whatever we have, what we have to storage, each and everything we have to store it. Why we store it on it, the business everything, so that we can record of everything. So that's why we'll store are the information. There are different ways we can store our information, data information. Whatever the data we have, suppose I have a clients, I have a customer, we have to maintain the record of our customer, so that in the next time we will can use that record for the other product or other anything. So for our own sake or company sake, we have to record that thing. Okay. So if I'm talking yeah, so introduction of business information, DBMS, we have do all these thing in this unit. Okay. So as we know that business is very essential economic part, is through the business we can grow ourselves, and a country can also grow at a GDP will increase. Okay. So if we'll do the business, that the GDP will increase. If we'll not do, the GDP will not increase. So it is also effect on the economy also. Okay, it's affect the country economy also. So suppose you start the company proper working, you have a hire people, you do a lot of things to hire to lower levels, everything you have to learn it. Turning a job opportunities, you give the employee to the lot of people. So that is very essential, it's growth. Okay, so understanding the business, so formation of data and information required to be analyzed and before starting the running. So we have to understand what we want. If suppose I want to start my business, first we know that what I want to do it. First we have to research it, then we get the information, we get the data, then we have to analyze on it, then I'll start the business, and then whatever the knowledge in everything research work is proper, then we can start our business, then we can execute that thing. Okay. So particular organization, I obviously if I'm suppose I'm doing the business, it is a risk. So we have to know that this we have to running the business, then we have to these things to understand it. We have the full information of everything, then I can start my business, otherwise I cannot start my business. Okay. So proper working, and then we'll execute after the your knowledge and your work. Okay, so we have to collect all data, so that's why we have to collect the data and information, and we have to store it for our customer, our client, to start the new uh, business. Okay. So business is also smooth, the business will run smoothly if we have a proper analyzing and proper understanding of everything, then our business run very smoothly, otherwise our business not run very smoothly. So we have to normal so many functioning, executing, investigation, organizer, everything we have to work on it. The information system, different branches, we can get the information from the feedback of the people, or you can get the data from two surveys. Like this you can get the information of everything, you can get the information of everything, and you can take the decision, you can use the software. So that is very important. So in what ways we get the information to comprise, we have to put on our the computer or computer hardware or software. There are so many softwares we can use to use for our the storage of the data. Okay. So organizing the environment, if we store the data or everything we have there, we have not a face of any problem, there is no hardship of anything. Decentralized, not a centralized organization, work functionality, policies, we can the role of management, everything we require the data for. So we have to work in a collaborative and in a work in very smoothly. So it is very important to design and get the information of the data of everything, to maintain the files processing, interactive support for everything. In the server we can save everything in our server. The proper inquiry responses we can get it, and we can get the user machine dialogue, each and everything. So we have to save everything in our hardware. Okay. So there are so many software we can use and make the sheet on a Excel. We can make other software to store our data. Okay, so now the data and information. Data, as we know, that that is a tangible for us. So that is the information. We can get the different perspectives. We can use that data in a different perspective, and we can use it. It is give the information, and we can utilize that our information. We can use that information, and we can use it very utilize on it. Okay. So on the other hand, information is a process data utilized effective in decision making, so that we can take the decision properly. Okay, so data is come from the English word is a meaning of transable the computer information. What that does mean, we have to, whatever the data we have, we transmit on the computer. Okay, so we can store in our computer or laptop from wherever you want to store it, so that with the we can use that data. When data, we can use the information. Here you can see uh, random characters. I'm talking the data, then processing and get the information. I'll put the data on my PC, then it will the processing and give the information of everything. If suppose I want the search of something, I'll put on the Google, then he'll get the processing and give the information of that particular thing what we I want. In the same way, the transformation of data information, it works and a big decision making and give the information, so that we can use that knowledge, and then we can utilize it in very wise way. Okay, so we can use that information in a very wise way, so we can understand everything. In that way, we can understand everything. Effective decision making, transfer of data information one place to another place, we can use on it. Okay, so we can use on it. Here you can see data, information, knowledge, and wisdom. If suppose I have a data, we can get the full information, everything. Then I can use in our knowledge and use our wisdom. So transfer of data to the wisdom. In what ways we can use the data and use for as information, and we get the knowledge of everything. Suppose I have a data, I get the information of the data, then why use the knowledge. I know in from what, from where we are like, from where we can use that knowledge, so we can do on work it and get the wisdom. Wisdom, it means from, we can say, use our mind. So that is better, that is not better. If suppose I'll get the data, I segregated, this data is important for me, then I can use it. Then the particular data is not important for me, then I segregated it, then we can use in another way. Okay, so we have to know that in what ways we can use on it. The wise transformation of data. Okay, we have to use very wisely our data, so that we can work properly and get the information of everything. So data is very crucial information system. Whatever the data you require it, nowadays we can get the data from the different sources. Okay, so data is very effective and need the business information database management. We have to maintain that data and support system, so that we can analyze on it, so that we can analyze that data. Okay, so in short, data management or data is very important for running our business. One sec. Okay, now introduction of business information system, that is very important. Business is a commercial activity. Obviously, business is a commercial activity. Business gives the money. So occupation, trade, one link to another. This is a interconnected of so many things. Economically, we dependent on a business running in a various sphere. So we have the demand, supply, consumer, preference, information, costing, tangible, intangible, everything in economic system. If I'm so, it is very effective growth. Business is a effective growth for an economic system. So we took the various loan, investment, each and everything. Okay. So that is a some loan scheme like a Mudra scheme, startup credit card scheme, FICCI industry. There are so many major industries or body, so we can get the loans for the running our business. Either in a private sector, if I'm running my business, that is a private sector. Public sector, government sector. Government work for the welfare. We are, if I'm running my business, I'm working for my the profit making. Okay, so there are so many legal implication, authorities, protocols, we have to follow it. We work for the privately owned by the, if I'm talking about the, we earn for own profit. If I'm a public, that is a welfare. Okay, so cooperative, that is a welfare, partnership, mergers, acquisition. So all these are partnerships, we have to run the business operational work, we can say that. Okay, I'm talking about the, yeah, that is table is very important. Sole proprietorship or partnership. Partnership means between two or more partners. Suppose we want to run a business, I'm partnership with you. Okay, so we have signed some agreement or contract, so we are the partners. So whatever the profit or loss, we have to divide into 50-50 to each other. Okay, whatever the share of profit or loss, we have to divide. Sole proprietorship, it means that is, I'm individual running that business, no one interfere in my business. So sole person is responsible whatever he, if suppose I'm running a sole proprietorship, it means my loss is mine, my profit is mine, no one can is interfere on this. If I'm doing the partnership with someone, so equal profit or equal loss. Okay, so sole proprietorship is simply established, a partnership is between two or three person. Okay, is sole proprietorship control, is totally control of mine, totally I'm individual responsible. In partnership, both are responsible. Okay, so a solo proprietorship decision making, we can take quickly and involve take the decision. But in partnership, that is difficult, because the mutual consent is very important if I'm doing the partnership. So liabilities, I already told you, equal profit, all profit is of mine, all loss is mine. But in partnership, equal share, 50 percent share and 50, if equal profit and equal share. Financial can be raised up to limit or sourcing racing. If I'm running my, I'll know okay, what finance we require, or in a partnership, that is a raising high. So that is a different, that is very important in the paper point of view, so it will come on your exam, so please go through in very proper manner. Okay, how can we relate a business to information system? A various facet business information system, many terms, business operations, I'm talking about, data is generated for business organization for the knowledge discovery, potential application. We analyze everything, and very effective way we have to do the work on it. Software called the information system, we can say that. So dependency of business intelligence for decision making with compilation information. If suppose I have a data, I can use that data and get the information system. We can get the information, there is sophisticated software, we can manage it and we can use it in very elegant way. Okay, from here you can see this picture, the business idea we have, we get the idea, we get the data. Then after the business intelligence, okay, in what ways we can use that topic, in what ways we can use this topic. Okay, so then we can take the effective decision making. So business generation, business intelligence, effective decision making, then information system, then we can take the information system. Okay, so we have a formalizer information system, there is need to understand the architecture, business information. So input all resources, then we processing, then we output. If I use my, I'll put my input on that thing in IT sector, then it will process, then we can get the output. What we'll get, that will get the output. What we obtain, we can obtain the output from that thing. Okay, so business information, I'm talking about the sales, marketing, finance, RD, all these functions. So what we require, feedback and control is very necessary if I'm running our business. So we have to follow the protocols, maintenance and support, each and everything we require on it. Okay, so business information system, business information is, BIS is a categorized into uh, transaction processing, management, decision, executive. Okay, in what ways we transit, in what ways we can manage everything, and then when what we can take the decision and can we use the execution. Executive is very important. In what ways we can execute of the things, that is very important. Business information system, we have to divide into four parts of business: HR and marketing, RD department, finance department, manufacturing department. So each and every department has their own role, they have their own information, and what ways to that utilize that information, that is very important. And then it way we can make a work very effectively, we can make the work very effectively. So in that way we can make our work very effectively. Okay, now DBMS, that is very important, database management system. Okay, so that is very important in the paper point of view. Okay, so that repository is called the, we have to store a data in a one place. Database management ko, we have to store a data in a one place logically, what data we require, from where we can use it. Okay, so if we store in logically a repository, it means we have to store in a one place and we analyze the data effectively. Then we have to analyze, we can understand, then we can use that data effectively. Okay, we need store properly and secure and consistent and maintain integrity. So it is important to manage this data efficiently. In that way we can do, or we can store our data efficiently. Okay, the efficient management data is database. If we use our data in a proper manner and efficiently way, that is called the database management. Okay, so we can say that that is, we have to gather the information and we can use that information in proper manner and wisely, that is called the DBMS. Okay, if I'm talking about the DBMS, that is, we have to use our data, essentially computerized keeping system. The DBMS, what does mean? Computerized data keeping system. We have to secure our data in a one place and given a facility to manipulate that data, and we can use that data. Okay, then we can use that data, that is called the database management. That is a hierarchy, we can say the structural model, in what ways we can use it. Okay, so it is software, database management is a software system. Database is a software system that is designed to organize your data in a structured manner. What is a DBMS? DBMS is a software system to manage, organize the data in a structured manner. Here you can modify, create, query, and secure that data. That is called the DBMS. If I'm talking about the DBMS definition, is a software system that is designed to manage and organize data in a structured manner, and it allows to use the create or modify, query, or database, whatever, you can control and access that thing. So DBMS include data modeling. It means we can define, structure the relationship, we can store it, backup recovery, or you can say that data integrity and security. Okay, that is called the database management system. Okay, here you can see the company identified, a company, institute, college, where are the big companies to store the data for one place, either in a hospitals or in a MNC or any college or any schools. So they had stored their data, it was the logically, that is a software. So data must be understood and well in advance. Okay, we can use a specific purpose, we can use in a specific purpose, we can delete it, we can create it, we can modify it, we can get everything. So why we need that is operation, stored information, consistency, or unauthorized access, facilitate the proper manner, that is called the DBMS. Okay, from here you can see file processing system was used to repository, we have to uh, share our files, we save on it, then we can use that processing system. Okay, here you can see in this figure is very important. So data isolation, concurrency control, data access, security issues. We can say that we have the limitation. We can use inconsistencies, not available integrities. We can get a security issue that we can use, and data isolation, concurrency control. So through the FPS, yani huh, file processing system, so we can use and we can handle in a proper manner. We can handle in a proper manner. So that is very important. Okay. So data is a described interface in implemented data relationship, data semantic integrating the, if we can say the record, so it will make us the record for everything. Okay, there is two kind of model, object based and record based. If I'm talking about the record based model, hierarchy model or network model, and their re- re- relational model. Okay, object based entity relationship or object oriented model. Okay, if I'm talking about the object based model, if I'm the entity model is, we can say that generally class a hierarchy. We have a proper manner. One person, suppose I'm giving the example hierarchy or network relationship. Hierarchy, we can say that the manager, supervisor, manager, assistant manager, like this we have to follow the hierarchy. We have to know that in what ways we do the work. Relational model, we can say that logically we can use it wisely. We have to use that model, we can very wide and in a proper way, and we can understand easily and implement on it. Okay, so that is a strong mathematical foundation, a strong standard of managing the data. Okay, now re-rational database management system is the most commonly record based model. It rational, it means we have to record base whatever the data we have to store that data. That is called a re-rational database management system. So data and tables we have to represent in this, so we can understand it. If I'm using on it, that it means I can understand it. And relation table is very unique, so that we can understand proper the row wise, we can say the attribute, there is a column schema, we can make a blueprint, we can make everything. Instance, we can give the examples. DBA is a responsible control of the database. We have to control our the database. Okay. Now, data abstraction is a very integral part of RDBMS. It is visualized. We have to implementation and on dependent feature in what ways will do the work, conceptual intricacies, and external view. Uppermost layer is very important, connected the user application. Okay, physical data independence, logical, we have to do the work on it. Okay, so logical, if I'm talking about, we have to use very wisely. And physical, in what ways we use that data in a logical level, in what the functioning of the data. Okay, in what ways we can use it. A physical data independence, we can see the physical level do not affect the working or logical. We have to use in a very logical manner. If I'm using the data, then we have to use in a very logical manner, so we can use that data. Okay. Yeah. So logical and external view level, logical, physical level, meta database, we have to use it. Abstract, data abstraction means what we can take it, what we can take it. That is called the data abstraction. From where we will take it. Okay, if I'm talking about the data abstraction, it means the physically or logically we can use it, and how can it's very important in what we can take it. That is called the data abstraction. Okay, how can we use that thing? So which file is required, which is not required, which is hiding unwanted, we can irrelevant for us. So achieving a data independence enhance the security of data is very important. So that we can use that data abstraction, it means from a process hiding unwanted irrelevant details, we require only relevant details. If I'm talking about, we require only relevant details, not the irrelevant. So data abstraction, the abstract matlab we require which what we require, then we'll give it to it things. So that is called the data abstraction. Okay, so what we require, then we can use data abstraction is a remove the unwanted or irrelevant details from the end users. We are here, we are end users. Okay, in achieving our data independence, so that we can data independence and we can use for the enhance and security of data. So it is not a complicated, and it will sort of the structure annotations. Okay, here you can see that. Now database administrator, that is called the DBA. It means it has control of everything. It stop the malicious or activities and periodic backup each and everything. You can say the backup you have, functioning and proper performance procedure is very good, technical support of everything, and desired information you can get it. Okay, you can get the desired information, and you have get the security and each and everything, you improve your performance and you can use the necessary tools. So DBA is, I'm talking the supreme controller, it means to control of everything. It makes your task very smoothly and effectively, and each role has a you can manage and secure everything and work properly. Okay, DBMS, I'm talking about the data abstraction, multiple views, multiple user support, we can get it, concurrency, control, recovery, and unauthorized access, controlling each and everything you can get from this. Here you can see the SQL command or their description. Here some commands we can see that data definition language, that is the command. Alter, drop, manipulation, that is a SQL description. And control language. Okay, so SQL method, here the description minus, there is some science we can use on it, that is a computer language, we have to understand on it in what ways we use on it. Okay, data control language, that is a SQL command description. Revoke, grant, transaction control I am talking about. So these things. Data retrieval, if you suppose you want some data but you do not get it, then you retrieve these things. It means you can restore the things. So that is called the data retrieval. That is called the data retrieval. You can get the uh, these things as a retrieval. Okay, so you can in that way respective department has select the name from where you want to take it, then insert it. There is a computer language I already told you, that is to understand. Okay, so update the student on all these things. You can hear the some example. So through the data retrieval we can retrieve our drive data to select the information from what we can take it, list of the student name and department, each and everything. There is a info, that is a language of computer. So when we use these things, then we can get the information of everything. So you got it my point, you can understand what I am explaining on it. Are you there, all of you? Hello?
Yes, ma'am, we are.
Yeah, we are there.
Are yeah, are you aware or are you got it my point, what I'm explaining on it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. Kindly respond it. When I ask you question, kindly respond it. Thank you so much. So please mute yourself.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Now, decision support system, if I'm talking about, in what ways we support of analyze the data, organization, and present can make a decision very effectively. Okay, first we decide, then act, then we review. Suppose I'm taking the first, we decide what I want to do, then we act, work on it, then we'll check everything. So, decision support system I'm talking about. Okay, thank you. So decision act or repeat means we have to training and rudimentary. We have to check decision reports. Whatever we do it, that is DSS. That it means decision
Yes,
support
ma'am.
system. Please mute yourself. Thank you. So a decision support system. We have to support of everything. Okay. So it is very important to if I'm taking the decision, then we have to work on it. Then we have to work on it. Okay. So decision support system work on a training and input. What were the output or target decision report? Different types of communication driven, data driven, and document driven, knowledge driven. So it is a creating the information and models. We have to observe everything, then we have to do work on it. Okay, data analysis is a real word. The whatever the analyze, that is a real word and situation. Effective decision making, presentation and documentation, teamwork, collaboration, or each and everything we can share and assess the trust and data. What does mean? We have to support of everything. The data is it means we have it has to support of everything. Okay, so we have to work on it and we have to do on it. So D assessment we have to support of everything. Okay, support system is a computerized determine we whatever to do, that is organize our business and organization. It is a complete application to improve our company decision. Whatever the data we have to the data decision support system, whatever the data we have stored it, that it gives us complete decision making capabilities. Okay, decision support system is a computer application to improve our company decision making abilities and large amount data present in our organization the best possible way. Okay, so decision support system, data and knowledge from different areas. You get the knowledge in different, and we can use that information and usual reports and summaries also. Okay, cooperative sales figures, we can say consequences, revenues, everything we can say that. So DS is that is a knowledge database, your software user interface. If I'm talking about the knowledge base, it means the integral decision support system. It means the information of external sources we can get it. If I'm talking about the software system, the model of stimulation, we can change, we can understand that thing, how the system it work and how can we improve that thing. So that is a software system. So that is a raw data. It means or personal data is a complex, but it we can use decision support system. It organize everything and solve our problem. Okay, so it organize everything and sort out our problem. Okay, so decision support system if I'm talking about, so that is sort of the plan proper manner and change the give the output of different changes, give the output of the different changes, reduce your risk and maintain your policies and regulation for a better decision. For a better decision, it reduce everything. Okay, so in earlier we have to store not like this, but and we have to put all effort. But in this, we can store our data in proper manner and use in a efficiency. We can use in a efficient way. We can use in a efficient is a full package of everything. Now, enterprise resource planning, that is called ERP. Nowadays is very important. If I'm talking about the ERP, we used in everywhere. What does mean of ERP? Have you heard about ERP? Have you heard about the ERP?
No, ma.
Oh,
Okay,
never heard
I'll
about.
okay, no issues. I'll explain what is ERP.
Junior, please. Junior,
Uh,
please.
uh,
Junior, please.
please
Junior,
mute yourself.
please. Junior, please.
Please mute yourself. Yeah, I'm talking about the ERP. ERP stand for Enterprise Resource Planning. Is type of a software that organization to use business activities. So what the your accounting, your procurement, your each and everything I'm talking, it reduce the project management and compliance each and everything. ERP is a kind of software to manage day-to-day business activities as like a accounting, procurement, project, risk management, compliance, supply chains. So it is a enterprise's performance management. What is a? It is a enterprise performance management. It's type of the plan, budget. It is the software which organize your plan, budget, reports, and financial result. Okay, so it is a business process flow data between them. Well, it means we can get the collecting the organization share the transactional data in a multiple sources. We can use in a multiple sources. Is a thousand of business size industries use a ERP. Okay, so there are so many people, there are so many organization use a ERP, that is a manage of everything, integrated manage of business process in a real time. Okay, that is the automated business, it automatically we can get the everything and internally control on it. So that is called the ERP. It's the automated business process. Okay, so collect the data, utilize your data. We can use in a sales, marketing, each and every department we can use that ERP. Okay, it is a solve the problem and compiling information in the central database. So grant managers, employees use it and reduce the problems and conflicting sources data empowered to analyze various scenario, discover and improvement and the major efficiency gains. Okay, so we can say that it is a business functions like finance, inventory, project, sales, customer communication. So that is a complete package of everything, that software. Okay, so ERP, it means the complete package of the everything. Okay, that is a master production schedule. We can say that bill of material, each and everything. We can save it. Material resource planning, if I'm talking about to provide the integration information between customer, vendor, or manufacturers. Okay, so it connect with LAN and WAN, and that is very important for overall growth of business environment and demands and industries, and to understood the cost control initiative. So that is the difference of MIS, corporate information system. That is a there is a different system, MRP, manufacturing resource planning, money resource planning. So these are the to use in a very effectively, and we can balance and we can use that thing in a proper manner. Okay, now, a lab, it means online analytic processing, and online OLTP, it means online transactional processing. If I'm talking about the OLAP, it means a longer transaction, that is SQL queries, and online OLTP, that is the short transaction. So difference between this, that is a short transaction, that is longer description. It involves sequential access and updates. It has a random updates. Okay, it is a sequential. What happened? What will happen? Like this. And online transaction, it is a random updates, and data is molded and using dimension modeling, and data is molded and tidy relationship. So here's a BI, and that is called the enterprise resources. It means ERP record in a OLTP. It means the short transactional. And random updates we can check it. Okay, so handling a high speed transaction, centering capabilities, these things. Now management information system, that is very important. Decision making level, we can say either we can use a higher level or a lower level. Okay, so management MIS, it means we have to manage everything through the computerized. Okay, so we have to manage everything in a computer, that is called a management information system. Okay, so manage the necessary information decision about the what are the operational work in the organization, either data from various sources, how to use it, tailor to the manager staff needs, what we require it. Okay, so that is called the MIS, in a collective controlling of everything. Okay, so that is a study of application information system using a data process access management, how to analytic and data become, how to use accurately use the data, either in a hardware or software. Okay, so that is the necessity information required for a organization operational work. That is a tailor made. That is the tailor made. So operational report and documentation, practice and choices, objective, operational efficiency, decision, effective decision making for the input. Okay, so output summary report, that is the decision analysis. Everything we can say. For example, here you can see the either in a railway, bank, inventory management. So MS management information to collect the data, and we can use in a proper manner. Okay, in a various assets from where we can use it, where cannot use it. Okay, journal data protection regulation, if I'm talking about, in a today age digitization, people have a lot personal data, use it, and then it can personal identify information to secure the it means it will secure it everywhere. It will secure it everywhere, from where we can do it or where we can write on it. Here's some example of circle directly. So it means if I want to save my circular, then we can use that. So through this data, we can protect general data protection regulation. It means we can concept the data privacy. So just for example, we can say that the health, medical record, unique identity, for example, Aadhaar, your ID card. So that is unique. And they will give the number. We can we know only R, not the other person. They give the unique number. That is as a different software we can they can use it, so that we can the companies banks we can use that. Redefining the acting data protection, we can names, address. So everyone has unique, you have this thing, there is a everyone has a unique ID, unique number. So in what ways they can get data store, and in what ways we can use that data. There are so many software, in what ways we can use it, we can create a unique number to everyone, will give the unique number to everyone. Okay, so there is a general things we can do on it. Well, you go through in this unit, then I'll move on a further. If you want ask anything in this unit, you can ask. Otherwise, I'll move further. I thought I was only one. No, no, no. You are not only one. Other will ask the question also. If there anyone, you can ask. So please go through. This unit is very important. Whatever I discuss, that is very important from the paper point of view. Okay. So please go through it so that. Hello. Okay. What explain again the enterprise? Okay. ERP. Explain again in ERP, ma'am. I have not understood clear. Okay, I'll explain it again. ERP. ERP, enterprise resource planning. We are talking about. If I'm said ERP, it means we enterprise resource planning. It means we are the type of business. It is a kind of a software. We financial same feature accounting of everything. You are payable, whatever the work you do it. That is store of everything. That is store of everything. Okay. So ERP is a resource planning software the organization used to manage day-to-day activities. And we do in our business, we do the day-to-day activities like accounting, procurement, or your risk management, supply in every department. So we require through this ERP we can maintain everything. Through this ERP software, we can maintain everything. We can work our very smoothly. We can collect the data in proper manner. So if I'm talking about that is we can get the data in proper manner. So to manage or integrate the function is a software to manage integrate them. It means we can get everything through enterprise resource planning. We can say that we can get everything in a proper manner. Okay, we can get in proper manner. How can we use that thing? So in what ways we use these things? So that is a software, that is called the software we can use in properly, and accounting, procuring, to manage the operational accounting resource management. The ERP, it means it is the software it used for a application critical help implement resource planning, integrate all process to run their companies in a single system. Okay, so need other run a company to all ERP require to integrate all the process it require in a company. Okay, so free flow of communication, business areas, information accurate, data in a real time. We can get the data in a real time. Okay, it effectively does implement views in very carefully. Now you got it. Yes, now you got it, the ERP.
Yeah, we got it.
Okay, now what is the difference between database and, what did you write it? Database and database management. Okay, it means you are asking the difference between database and DBMS. Am I right? Difference between database and DBMS. Okay, so database I'm talking about, that is a collection of connected information about the people, locating or things. A database management, if I'm talking about, if I'm talking about the DBMS, that is a program to create and manage, and how can we operate it. What is the difference between database? Database, we can see it is a collection and connected information of everything. Okay.
May you repeat uh, on the difference, madam? Sorry, I didn't get you
What did
right.
you say?
May you come again on that? I didn't get you right.
I'll explain it one sec.
Yes,
So
please.
database is a collection of connected. It means we can get the information about the people, location, or thing. If I'm talking about the DBMS, it means database management system. How to operate that information. That is the difference between DBMS and database. DBMS, in what we can create, manage, and operate that system. Okay, so database we can collect it, and DBMS we can use, and how can we create or manage that information. Okay, so database we can maintain physical ledger or books, we can in a manual, or DBMS we can maintain in a computer, we can maintain in the computer. Okay, we can maintain in the computer. Got it my point? What is my point? The second, database we can write in a physical books, ledger or paper, or DBMS we have to maintain in the computer. Data retrieval we can use the manually through C++, that is a computer language, and we can retrieve SQL. Okay, here we can use in a SQL. Database we can use in a SQL, or we can say that in a data retrieval, that is a C++, that is a programming. SQL is not retrieval information, it is very slow, but database is very quick through the SQL. Access, the people can data in the same time and design very small number, but in database we can use in a large number. Data store in a database. Okay, but DBMS store in a manipulates a data. We can the multiple person can use that data in a, internally I am talking about. So database have no recovery. If I lost, it means I lost it. DBS that will recovery, and we can use it what we when we require. Got it? That is the difference between database and DBMS. All right, thank you. Now is it clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Thank you. I'll one sec. I'll bring the water. Then I'll start the unit 6. Thank you. So in short, this unit is very important. DBMS, your one sec, I'll show one sec. These topics are very important. So in short, this unit is very important. You can get the short notes on ERP, DSS, full flash question of DBMS. So that is very important. Okay.
Wallahi na jira ya ki dawowa ne ba gani can wajen kudin ba a mayin dina wajen gona dan asa ko da kai in ka go dilan nan ba kawai
I
je ba ka san yanzu ka kwarara ma tsiya ka kana wani tafiya
kindly mute yourself.
ba ne irin wannan bala
Kindly
a ni
mute.
sai zan ya zo ka tana da gidan randa da kawai ga lalle za a gan shi akan hanya suke wajen gona dan asa ya ɗauko masu maɗa asaban ne ɗaya a ciki ya ganin gunshi za a mai
Kindly
ne ya je
mute
komawa da
yourself.
shi
Yeah. Okay. So if there is no question, then I'll move further. Shall I?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Oh, thank you. I'll share the unit 6. Can you see my screen? Can you
Yes,
see my
we're able to see your screen now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Now,
visible.
okay. Now in this unit, we are talking about IT security measure in a business. Have you heard about this cyber security to secure your data? Because now in the government is also using in every field we use a IT sector. If I'm talking about, we have to secure our data. Okay, we have to secure our data in a different ways. Okay, so we have to secure our data in a different ways. So I'm talking about the why system are not secure. Cyber security. Cyber security is very important. Principal identification, authentication, authorization. In what ways we can secure our data? Capture code, purpose capture. But we can capture OTP one time password. We everyone here so that we should not share our password to anyone. So OTP benefits of OTP. Each and everything if I'm talking about the digitization, capture code, so key security principle identify theft. So what we require, we can secure our data in a different ways. When we'll do some online payment or whatever the word digitization, so we can require a OTP. So everyone said don't share your OTP. And then what identification, we can use the digital banks. So they have everyone has a unique identity. They give passwords and everything. How is it possible? Is it possible through the these softwares, all these things? Okay. So otherwise, hackers can hack your laptop or your password and everything. So it is very harmful. It's not good for us. So we have to secure everything when we do it. Okay. So the all the business, if I'm talking about, we have to secure to safety purpose. Okay, we have to save our the security and safety purpose. Where is it? Yeah. Cyber security is the most important security aspects of the organization, governmental organization or non-governmental organization. All business has some assets we have to save on it. So cyber security I'm talking about, that is extremely important. An effective security plan of everything to save our the hackers. Okay, so that we can save our the hackers for this. Why the system are not secure? It means physically machine security prevent the theft or computer hardware. So sometimes maybe files corrupted, virus, anything that it means we're not secure. But now there is so many software we can secure our data. Physical component not harm our data. So that is kind of software or networking we can use it. Technology is so meant so we can use in a normal users. Okay, this is a specific policies, and with the passage of time, the advancement of everything, we can secure, especially using the organization. They they provide all these things. The physical security we can do it, but in computer we cannot. That is not physical security, but we can use some password, we can use some uh, authentication we require, so we can secure our data. So why system? Because it's not a physical, we cannot secure in any cupboard or something like that. So that is not a physical, that is a physical component, that is not in our hand, it is stored in everywhere. So in recent time, the much more vulnerable. So online frauds. So that is required to cyber security. Do we have to secure our data in a different ways, like some OTP, some captchas, password. So security system. So that is we can secure it. Okay. Now we are talking about the cyber security. Security, it means we have to save everything. Cyber security, securities means the security of everything. If I'm talking about the cyber security, it means we have to practice defending the computer, server, mobile, electronic system to malicious attacks. So no one can attack, no one can harm, cannot procure our data or our information. So that is it knows the information technology security. Cyber security, it means to secure our information security. Okay, cyber security, if I'm talking about, that is to say our computer data storage, each and everything, that is called the our cyber security. To secure our data in a electronic information IT part. Okay, networking security, application security, information security. So the end user education for all these things. So that is called the cyber security. So bank, government, organization, cyber crime is very heinous and committed crime in a large nowadays. So developers keep their content or everything in a proper manner. Okay, so is a predefined set of techniques to protect the integrity computer network programming, each and everything. So and confidential data unauthorized, so we have to secure in it. So we have to maintain it and integrity availability data, and we can secure our data with the cyber security. Hackers cannot hack our computer, hack cannot hack our data. So through the cyber security we can save our data. If there is someone hackers harm our data, so we can complain or we can give, that is the indirectly attack on our things. Okay, so deletion, unauthorization. So cyber security product protocols to protect against all cyber attacks and make a business. It saves everything, it saves everything. So we make the business data and secure the hackers. So present generation we use smartphones, Android phones, internet all the time. No idea from where we use our information. Unsecure media. There are so many traffic items. Hackers. We can say that the hackers becoming more smarter for all this thing. So becoming smarter and more creative, and in this we can receive from their trainers, uh, use the some kind of tools or some kind of hackers, the we can secure our data in different ways. Okay, so principle of cyber security, where it means we have to confidential of everything. For example, the information accessible authorized users and prevent the disclosure of information unauthorized parties. So that is a customer relation management. If I'm talking about restricted for everything, the combination. Okay, integrity we can secure, we can secure in a one place, and we can measure of everything, and we can customer accepted, we can use it. Availability, if I'm talking about, that is available for everyone. So DOS will create the system unavailable stress, we can release our stress also. We had released are the stress also. And integrated we can secure email communication, integrated we can use modified and in a one transmit everything. Identity theft, we can say that the cyber criminals illegally innocent users and credential cyber crimes actually identity the, well, they can do some random calls, you can personal information to take from you. So the electronic equation identity we can get from this thing. So the birth ID password, that your password should be very confidential, is not your birth date, not car number, that we should not share our CVV number or your password to anyone. So that is very confidential. Okay, so the if we have a secure password, then we no one can harm our the identity, we cannot take out the information from our laptop or some other resource software. So that is a not is a illegal and crime under that, that is a act 2008 restrictive punishment for if I'm talking about. Okay, so the entering the personal information on internet connection encrypted. So day to day protection software, antivirus software. So fake emails, phishing emails to sometime the companies. So before giving the answer, before sharing the, you have to check everything, then you share on it. Okay, so always use a strong password and keep the answer secret question. Key security principles I'm talking about, you have to authentication of everything to check the procedure, comparing identity store and necessary what we require. So that is identification, to check an identification of process, another entity. So means what you have to business system, if you secure of everything, so there is protection and confidential integrity, availability of your information, and designing in a proper manner so that you can use on it. Okay, if I'm talking about the identification, the either customer employee, the digital identity app individual updated and monitoring every time, access the life cycle. So we have to change our password occasionally, and identification to your face, your you can say that screening of your thumb or your figure. So to get the username, password maybe is different. The different password we can. You have to keep your secret, your password, your ID, and everything. You should not share to everyone. So it's the secret information. Identification like your authenticity. You have to know your own self, not to share to others. Otherwise, it will harm to you and your banking, whatever the digital you did it, that is will harmful to you. If authentication, you have to check before giving the everything, your username, password, everything. You have to check on it. Okay. So server user authentication process exactly accessing their information. Client used by the client assembly connection with the server. and identification user and password, and bank website user captcha, so that authentication purpose. Okay, through the captcha we can authentication purpose, ATM password, pin authentication purpose, biometric we can say, finger recognition identity, identity. Okay, so authorization, client permission to resource. If you are authorized client, then you know everything, then it will accept it, otherwise not accept it. Okay, so authorization of everything, requesting your framework or your cases is required. Okay, there are several types of authorization and requirement of each of them may be vary, and difficult to differentiate user and systems we can say that, and a granted access resources we can do. Now, six essential security action. If I'm talking about the six security action, I'm talking about. One sec. So security depend on the various parameters, security tools are purchased and installed further heads. Almost business organization. So conducting long distance conferences, giving product, marketing product research. So we have to save are in a proper security. So no one can harm our the data or our personal things. We can say that. Okay, so latest networking boom and makes growing every day. So that is cyber attackers. We cannot harm our the not harm our the security of everything. So it may if we can use the security when it decrease our the problems, or we can say that uh, we can save our from the hackers. Okay, so there's some adopted we can say that a firewall, that is a help the protect network inbound and outbound organization unauthorized hackers and blocking them. That is a security antivirus software we can use on it, then remove the unauthorized or illegal things, remove from the business, or say, that is a software Mozilla you can say that. So that is a antivirus software. So it can save our the uh, data and not enter the wrong things in our laptop or our PCs. We can use a complex passwords, password. You know that the other person that is we can save. So to ensure the password should be very unique so that you can know only. Okay, so combination characters, upper or lower characters, then you can basic flag alphanumeric. You can use the password should be very strong, regular backup, you have to check your data regularly, and bypass the network and security, steal money illegal way. So that is safeguard and regular backups. Okay, penetration testing limited, you have to check your data in proper manner, software engineering you can check it, follow the advice professional, you can say that. So you secure of everything. Okay, authorized user by means or authentication authorization. So that is a critical data, so that is a trusted staff. So only you can use it, the other cannot use your data. You give the training your employees so that they can. Okay, clear the plan, employment training you should give on it. Okay, in between you will read this, I'll start with 2 minutes, I'll within 2 minutes I'll start the applying principal information security policies. Whatever I teach in this till now, you have to go through it. If you want ask anything, you can. Then I'll start the information security policies. That is very important. Your security measure, you have to strong hand. Business data is not go in the wrong hands. So you have to follow some policies, information security. You have to take a strict action for this. Prevention steps to store your data. Okay, so you can use the different information access properly. You can say that boost your business. If you use in a proper manner, they can boost your business. Okay, so that is an important factor, we can say that. Access control policy, the limited person can use it. You should not share to everyone. Hidden your data and confidential for everything. Okay, so check regularly and periodically, and so that you can save your system from the hackers. Okay, change the password and access system. Two-factor authentication policy, you have to implement it. Registered mobile number, the user can ask the one-time password. You should not share it either through the SMS. Authentication, we can say that encrypted your interaction. It means hiding the plain text data and coding some codes. It will encrypted matter. It means converting some codes people cannot understand it. That it means you can protect your confidential data. Encryption, we can say that when we're talking on a WhatsApp, that is an inscription. Encrypted, it means that is changing a destination computer in secure network and change in a another language, another person cannot understand it. Okay, so encryption and description protect our critical business hand of the hackers. Safeguard your keys, you can we can say that is not a physical keys, but you have to use the password and not share your information to an unauthorized person. Okay, backup of everything in everywhere. Okay, you have to backup of everything. The business organization always the organization do sign a memorandum and good purposes kept confidential and should not be disclosed to third party, and private and confidential data and information other competing organization. And moreover, you can say the agreement between organization employees of business provide a confidential for every secret your information, confidential facts of everything. Okay, so if suppose you're stealing your laptop computer, the physical security you can do it, impose the confidential and quantum laws of confidential data hacking, incident and logos. So in that way we can secure our data. You have to go through in this. The rest of I'll discuss with 2 minutes. Once. Yes, if you want from till now from here any question, you can ask. Okay, yes, ma'am. You can move forward. Okay. Yeah. Now security self-assessment. Whatever your IT environment that I'm talking about. So your platform and new advices, subscription solution, you have to secure. You have to check your things. Your wireless printer. You have to turn off your Wi-Fi and router hub cables. So you have to check your own self also, self-assessment. So you should not share anything. You have to some cost if you want the if you are using. So you have to control for everything. So you have to proactive. Okay, so a security, because it is your data, it's your responsibility to save on it. Okay, so the security analysis can be done expert, network administrator, business organization. We can in every big organization they can use all these things. They can use so it secure everything. Okay, so it's our responsibility. So security breaches, business owners, either small or big, so they'll complete for all this thing. They can complete for all these things, self-assessment, vulnerabilities, not harm to anything. So that is a creator of network to understand everything. So we have to take a initiative steps so we can secure our the data or are secure for everything. So we can secure everything in this. So basic step two, we have to identify, we have to protect, then that respond and recover. So we can discover everything in a proper manner. So we have to, then we can identify if I business steps, we can risk and characterize and identify the threats and respond. We can respond in proper manner. Environmental, sorry, empowering users care if I'm talking about. So keeping employees educated and preventing the attack, responding for everything. Okay. So process follow the organization. First, we have to understand size, scope, complexity, business organization to security assessment, the estimated cost of everything. We can say that. Okay, so sensitive risk assessment can be done basically critically information and idea how much time we needed and how can we do all these things, secure data and time period, and recognize missing piece of business data. Some of tools are open network and micro windows equipped security assessment tool. Same can be used to protect data and business organization. Digitization, you know that everything is a digitization, digital payment, hard disk, and cashless for everything. So we have to binary number, they the computer system, they'll use their own language. So OCR recognition, identify your digit, bank checks, convert the language in a computer, so the computer can understand these things is very confidential. So we can use in the scanner, digital media, audios, each and everything. So that is analog signals. The computer can understand that language. The other person cannot understand on it. So in this process, so digitization is very uh, helpful to storing and paper format and for future reference. Uh, these things. Okay. So impact of business, and now at 24/7 we can use it. We can use in anywhere. So now the AI, if I'm talking about, that is a business world.
wani
Uh,
ciyaman dan ni kai na matsa mahaifin nan inda zan tafi wayani in zan tafi na matse shi kai kuma sau
one sec. Yes. One sec. I have a question, ma'am. I don't know if it is connected to this topic, but could be cause of the smartphone overheating regularly? I have a question. I don't know if it is a connect. No, this question is not related to the topic, dear. That is a different question you are asking to me. The cause of smartphone overheating regularly. Now that is not related to the this thing. Yes, this question is not related to your topic. You ask is a different question to me. Okay. So now is the artificial intelligence, if I'm talking about, which can do the work, AI, he can understand everything. So it makes our work easier, but it comes some risk, but we have to use it very wisely. Okay. We can use it very wisely. Flexible work, we can do the exchange, or we can do the digital work, we can do the flexibility and productivity for everything. And innovation of everything. So that is a university, colleges, digitization, we can make our work easier. Okay, we can connect to others easily, the traffic management and latest innovations. 24 into the new business model, travel and time, save the travel and time cost. So company can get the new ideas and flourishing their business day to day. We can communicate easily, that is very important. Okay. So communication, there we can say digital is a Skype, blogs, video, Facebook, there is so many social media we can use this. Captcha code is the complete automated public turning test to computer and human apart. Okay, that is protect the against the spams and interactive website. So captcha, differentiate human captcha is invented by Nicholas and 2003, and computer science Alan Turing, is a completely automated public turning test to sell the computer. Matlab he can understand only that language. So captures login security and registering yourself, computer programming, and attempting the spam into the website. When we fill anything, then we have to fill the captcha. So there is purpose to want to give the customer opportunity to product review, comment section, and human site visitor or that thing. So protecting through the online. So it's a sector used to distinguish the its registration form, email services. All this thing is uh, engine that is required. So capture is a text based, or we can say that image based, we can say that. So there are different captures. We can here you can see that the image capture we already see. Audio capture we can say that we hear it, then we can do the mathematical capture. There are different captures. We can use a one time password. There is only a one time password. Numeric alphanumeric will given to in the phone, and you can use it, and then register it, then authentication you can get the OTP. So SMS, either this SMS or your number temporary passcode, you can get it from the company. So in that way, you can get the information of everything. Okay, you can get the information of everything when you password the form. Okay, so that is a one time password. You should not share it. The benefit क्या है? So credential is received and IT administration or become not a invalid, and it stop the unauthorized hackers or attackers cannot attack our security, and is a uh, and is reuse as a business illegal. That's it. I'll stop unit 6. The next time we will do unit 7. In these two units, if you want to ask anything, you can ask. So this block is very important. So this block is very important. We'll go through it, then I'll move in a unit 7. Yeah, I'll move in unit 7. There's only 13 pages. We can do it very fast. Yes. If you want to ask anything in this unit, you can ask. Type of capture, please, ma'am. We can say that type of capture if I'm talking. One sec. Yeah, what question here? Types of capture. There are different types of image capture, audio capture, or numeric name capture, or you can say text based capture. So that is a understand only computer language. You cannot understand our language. It through the capture we can secure everything. So protecting online forms or verify very easily all these things. That's it. Okay, so that is audio and rest place. Audio you can hear it for special you can use some kind of test, then we can use that capture. And rest we can image or text based. If suppose you want to fill some form or something confidential. So what do you see there? Write the capture. You have to write the text message on this. Like here you can see, from here you can see, here you can see it, write the text in the box. So you have to write on this. Okay, so that is audio, yeah. So that is the text based, image based, or audio based capture. Yeah, if you want ask anything you can. I'll stop myself from here. Yes, if you want ask anything you can. Next unit I'll start unit 7. Yes, class. If you want to ask anything, you can ask me. Now I'll take your attendance. So I'll stop my screen. So these two units are you got it. What I share with you. Class, I'm talking with you.
Yes, ma, we hear you loud and clear.
Okay. So please turn on your cameras so that I can take your attendance. So please turn on your cameras. Yes, the rest of please turn it. Okay then, now turn off. In 2 units, you want to ask anything, you can ask.